Good morning, everyone. Pastor Corey Rowland here with Yorksville First, Pleasant Grove, and Tippecanoe United Methodist Church, bringing you another devotional out of the book of Matthew on the Sermon on the Mount. And it's our verse for the day is Matthew 5, verse 4. Matthew 5, verse 4. And it says, God blesses those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And we can associate a word with this verse just like we could with yesterday's verse about poor in spirit. Our word for yesterday was humility. The poor in spirit, they humble themselves and they get blessings in that. Well, the word here is tender-hearted. God blesses the tender-hearted, those that have sorrows, those that feel pain. One thing that Christ does for us is he makes us tender-hearted. It talks about him taking out our heart of stone and putting in a heart of flesh. And I'm sure that everyone listening can relate to being in a time of sadness, a time of sorrow in one position or another. Maybe you're waking up today currently in that state. And you could rightly ask, where is the blessing in that? What blessing are you talking about? Well, in of itself, mourning and sadness have no comfort. Those who mourn, that's not the blessing. That's not where the comfort comes in. But here's where the comfort comes in. It says God will comfort you. That's where the blessing is in store, is that God will comfort you when you mourn. So if you're in a state of mourning today, or you're suffering the loss of a loved one, the loss of a relationship, or just whatever reason, there's 1,000 reasons. Know that the blessings come when you turn to God, when you trust in God, when you're tenderhearted and you don't harden your heart in the situation, but you turn to God. He will comfort you. And so if you are crying out to him today, know that the blessing comes when he comforts you. And this allows you to develop a closer relationship with him, because nothing strengthens the relationship than when you go through troubles or sadness and the person steps up to the plate and helps you out. And so God can use our sadness, God can use our time of sorrow, our time of mourning to bring us closer to him. And so don't run from the Lord. Don't try to hide your sadness, but turn to him and trust in him, and he will comfort you this morning. And and maybe you have to do this every day. Maybe this is something you have to give to him every day. Well, on this morning, he will comfort you. And on the next morning, if you turn to him, he will comfort you. He desires to comfort you. So won't you turn to him today? Amen.